Hello, this is Chaitanya welcoming you on Grammar Gallery. So today is the 5th edition of the Grammar Gallery. So in my 4th video I have discussed the tenses, and especially on that video I have completed the present tenses, all the details of present tenses, the examples, the structures, so many things. And at the same time, in today's video, that means part 2, tenses part 2, we are going to discuss the past tense and future tense. So it's my request to all my viewers, if you already just subscribed it, then you can get such kind of more videos, and at the same time share, like, and if you haven't subscribed so far my channel, then it's my request to subscribe and click on bell. Hello and welcome back to the second part of tenses. In today's class we will going to complete the tenses, past tense and future tense. Let's start with the past tense. The past tense, the past tense refers the past time. So the first kind of past tense is simple past tense. Look at the structure here. In the structure we start with subject, then V2 form of the verb, remember V2 form of the verb, and finally the object. It's a very simple one. Simple past tense means in the past tense the verb which has already completed but without any fixed time, so that is called the simple past tense. Let's see the first example. The subject, if I take I can take went, because the V2 form of go is went, so I went to market. If I take one more example, if I take he, then again take V2 form, he drank. That means V2 form of drink is drank. He drank a cup of coffee. Cup of coffee is the object. And the third example, if you are talking about, take one more example, I will take a name of a person here, like Lokesh. Lokesh called. The V2 form of call is called me. Remember, for simple past tense there is no auxiliary, but don't forget that in simple past tense we need to take V2 form, like here went, then this one is drank, and I have taken the another one is it is called. So come to the second kind of past tense, that is past continuous tense. The meaning of past continuous tense means the action which was going on for some time in the past is called the past continuous tense. Look at the structure here. Start with subject, then we have got two auxiliaries here. One is was, another one is were. For singular number use was, for plural number use were. Then use V1 plus ing plus object. Take a look a few example. If I take subject as I, then I need to take was, I was. Then take V1 form, that is go, with ing, going. I was going to market. If I take this example, if I need to take this one into past continuous tense, let's see. He, take was, because he is singular number, he was. Drink is the V1, add ing, drinking a cup of coffee. Remember, the ing form can be added only to the V1. Take another example. If I take here they, then take were, because they is plural form, it is in plural number, so they were playing. Play is the main verb, use ing, so this is past continuous tense. Now if we talk about past perfect tense. If I take past perfect tense, the third point is past perfect tense. Start with the structure. Subject, then there is an auxiliary called an auxiliary that is had only, then take V3 form, then object. Remember, in all kind of perfect tense we need to take V3 form. All kind of continuous tense always use V1 plus ing. If we are if we are talking about the example, let's see one example here. She had gone there. Look here, this is subject, this is auxiliary had, and V3 form is gone, and this is object there. So if I take one more example, like I had seen, V3 form of see is seen. I have seen you. Look, but if we go very deeply into the past perfect tense, what happens in past perfect tense? At a time two action happens. It's a little bit of complicated examples. So at the same time, as I told that these are the tenses, it is only for the beginners. So that's why we are not going so deeply. In some other videos for the advanced learners, we will discuss the depth of the perfect tense, especially in past perfect tense. So let's see past perfect continuous tense. Another, the past perfect continuous tense. Start with structure. Take for subject, then the auxiliary is had been, then take V1 plus ing, and finally if there is an object. Look, in the past perfect continuous tense, what happens? The action which was started some time ago, and in past tense it was continuing for some time, but now it is not going on. So that is called the past perfect continuous tense. Let's see a few examples here. Again, start with subject, like Rama, take had been, take V1, that is play, we use ing, playing, cricket. Now you can use here for 2 hours. This is one. If I take one more example, we had been waiting since evening. Again, let me clarify you, only for the beginners, because in past perfect continuous tense sometime it also happens, I mean two kinds of actions happens at the same time, but we are not going to discuss so deeply, as these videos are specially for the beginners. So these are the 4 parts of past tense. Now let's discuss about the future tense. So can you say that what is future? In fact, in future nobody knows that what is going to happen. In future tense, what happens? Let's start with the future tense. Future tense. The future tense refers the future time. Remember, the future tense refers the future time. In future tense, again we have four, that is simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense and future perfect continuous tense. Start with first one, simple future tense. Simple future tense. Look at the structure. Start with subject, then we have two auxiliaries, namely shall or will, then use V1 plus object. Before to go deeply, let me discuss about, most of the time I have found that the students are asking that when should use shall and which are the circumstances that we can use will. Let me give the details of that. For first and second person, use shall, and for the third person, use will. Try to understand. For the first and second person, use shall, and for the third person, use will. But if, for example, I shall go to school, if you say that I will go to school, it is also grammatically 100% correct. So, if sometime, if you are threatening somebody else, if you are determined that you are going to do such kind of work, if you are committed to do such kind of work, so such a time it will change. That means for the first and second person use will, and for the third person use shall. You need to remember this one. For that's why you may heard the famous dialogue in all the Bollywood movies like I will kill you. Is it because in that particular sentence the person who is giving the threat, I mean who is warning the another person who is threatening somebody else. So that's why, so such kind of situation you can make it change. But anyway, if you use will or shall, in fact in these days most of the people are using will, you can use very easily, not to worry about that one. So take one or two examples. Number one, I will go there. Look here, this is subject, this is auxiliary, V1 form, object is there. If I can take one more example of it, that is Radha will read, V1 form, read a book. If we talk about the second one, second kind of future tense, that is future continuous tense. The meaning of future continuous tense is the action, it will be going on in future, it will be continuing for some time in future. For the structure, start with subject, then we have shall be or will be, along with V1 plus ing, and finally if any object is there. The example is number one, I shall be reading. Look here, subject, auxiliary, V1 plus ing. If I take one more example, we will be writing. This is another one. In case of the third kind, that is future perfect tense, look at the structure. Start with subject plus shall have or will have, then V3 form if there is any object. Take the example number 1. If I take, he will have done it. Look here, subject I have taken here will have, then V3 form of do is done and it is the object. If I can take one more example, we shall have helped, HELPED, V3 form, helped them. Okay, the last kind of future tense, that is future perfect continuous tense. In future perfect continuous tense, start with the structure is subject plus shall have been or will have been plus V1 plus ing plus object. Look at this example. One example is enough for us. I shall have been playing cricket. But let me clarify you, in the modern day English we do not use, most of the time we do not use future perfect continuous tense, because we do not use such kind of sentences to describe or to talk with somebody else. So in today's class we have gone through very deeply about past tense and future tense. So various kinds of past tenses and future tenses. I hope you enjoyed today's video and keep waiting for the next few videos to be uploaded very soon. And I am sure that if you know these tenses very clearly and at the same time very easily, so you can talk in English, and for spoken language it is very essential. So next time we will meet with a different video. Until then, have a nice day and take care of yourself.